thrilling.
Explosion in one of your factories.
Oh, come on, dude. Where the hell? Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new episode of Anno 1800, the expert campaign. That is the new record. And of course it has to be on Navarro's might. I know. I get it. I understand. You hate me. Why get... I am truly convinced this game really wakes up every single day now and chooses violence against me. That is the fastest explosion to date. Not even a millisecond into the episode. We can't beat that ever. But you know what I was going to say? I was going to run with a bit and be like, how thrilling! Another episode of Anno 1800? The expert campaign has arrived.
Thrilling! A renowned personage has arrived.
I can't make this up. I legitimately can't make this up. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Anno 1800, the expert campaign. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm just... I don't even know how I am anymore. But we are going to be doing some cool stuff today. Because Rantian Storm, in the description... I'm not sorry, in the description. In the comment section, the previous episode, actually gave us a really cool idea. And I definitely want to do something with it. Their suggestion was to utilize the National Park Pack to actually work on a small island that we have in the old world and make a national park out of it. I actually know the island that we're going to use for that, and it's actually going to be a perfect one. While that's happening, we'll actually see all of our, mostly the steel beams and the windows actually be resupplied into Rantium, so this is actually perfect. Thank you so much for the suggestion, as always. There is also somebody new, and by the time you actually reach this point, I just want to give you a little shout out as well. Lewis, you made my day. If you guys want to go see what Lewis actually wrote for me that made my day, go and check it out on episode 2 of the expert campaign. Definitely, I'm very touched by I'm penetrated by your kindness, even. That's what I'm saying. I'm quite penetrated by your kindness. Essentially, I always feel that particular element of my commentary is always lacking, but I always strive to become better at this because I definitely want my skills to improve over time. You know, commentary is very important when you're doing something like this. So do know that I very much appreciate it. By the time you actually reach this point, you will have heard it from me directly. You're an incredible person, and I very, very, very much appreciate your subscription to the channel. Welcome to the Imperium, my friend. So let's head on over to the old world.
If I find there is anything wrong...
What are you gonna do? You're gonna lock me up? Please do it, because apparently the game hates me, so you might as well join in. So we have the island of Vermouth over here. So I don't particularly like its name. I'm going to be really, really honest with you. So I think we should name this park for the person who suggested it. Storm's Park. Let's go ahead and work on it. We're going to be displacing all these animals, but the cool thing with this whole idea is that it is just going to be an episode of beautification. We literally don't have to do anything else. There is absolutely no resources that we have to bring over to Storm's Park. All we need to do is utilize this pack.
I'm delighted to introduce our new colleague.
Awesome. We'll probably bring in a couple of other elements from the other sets as well, because normally when you go into a national park of sorts, there's always going to be a little area in the front, information, some food and whatnot. And the most important thing to do here is to set the morning bread. Okay. The only problem is that it's not even with the main wharf, is it not? So I want to consider moving it over into this side. Let's do that. Let's bring the morning bread over here. And then I guess we'll have like a little bit of a food court of sorts. We'll also put a pizzeria over here. We can have a sandwich shack too. Put this one a little bit further out this way. And we will be able to see NPCs actually walking in here despite there not being an actual population. We technically do have one here, okay? The only difference here is that because we don't have homes, we won't see them walking around as much. But what we can do is try to utilize as many ornaments as possible, and we might be able to see it. Now let me actually check something out here. These ones all rely on like grass textures, so it wouldn't work in this spot. Okay. If that is the case, then I will just go and utilize these trees again. Because I think this is our little flare, if you will. So we'll put trees all over here, and then we're also going to go ahead and put down a steel clock house. We'll put it like right in the middle. And we'll finish it all out with paving, like so. And we need to have a walkway. So I think the walkway should be 2 deep, and then this will be 3 deep. That way it's actually even with the main wharf. And because, you know, the Storm knows this, 100%. You need banners, okay? You gotta have your banners. I think I want to actually try to put some hedge wall over from here around this whole thing. Make it look very nice and pretty. Yeah, that works. That actually works quite well. So the entrance of this is going to be a little bit tricky because the National Park Pack does not really have anything as far as like maybe the trail sign, and it can start from here. We might be able to extend this walkway actually. Hold on, I might have an interesting idea here. Let's extend this walkway further down over to here, and we'll keep it like that. The way to get into the park itself is going to be from here. And we can go over, I think it's the pedestrian zone, yeah. We have the welcome signs here. So we can put 3 welcome signs like that. Alternatively, the amusement park also does have a welcome gate. I think I like this one a little bit more, honestly. Let's put the welcome gate. Why is that different? Excuse me? It changes. Hello? There's 2? Okay, well, you know what? We'll just do this then. That actually kind of works, not gonna lie. So we have the welcome gate right over there, and I think behind it says goodbye. Okay, great. That's what I like. So we'll keep that like that. I believe what I can do here is also extend the hedge wall over here, and we'll just keep it like that. Hopefully I'll be able to replicate the same over on this side. It goes over to here, so that should be okay. And over here, we might consider finishing out this pathway with like a statue of some sort. I think if we go to the seat of power and we get this guy, that'd actually be kind of cool. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. It would be better if I can actually link these two up, would it not? I would have to bring it a little bit further forward. Let's see. So from here to there, that will actually connect, right? Yeah, so from here to there, it would connect. Okay. We won't go all the way over here. We're just going to connect it from here to here. Perfect. And then in this spot, we're going to go and put this equestrian statue down. Perfect. Okay. Nice looking front end so far. And what we can do is go over to the docklands, and we can just finish this whole area out using key streets of sorts. Like that. But we're going to get rid of all the bricks and the crates and all that good stuff in a moment. Try to bring it up as much as we possibly can. I don't know what we can put in here. We could probably put like some sort of greenery. I don't know who the heck is trading with this island, but whatever. Let's get rid of that. That doesn't appeal to me. I'm going to get rid of this. And then maybe I can... Okay, so I can't fix that spot, and that's quite alright. That's okay, actually. So what we'll do is we'll put a couple of these copper-roofed kiosks around to get rid of a lot of these crates to start. And then I personally like to put some of these seating arrangements around. This kind of reminds me of my
We're in the
childhood.
presence of a virtuoso.
Great, thank you, fantastic. This kind of reminds me of my childhood. My grandfather and my grandmother would take me to a place back when I was a kid to watch the boats and whatnot, like the big tankers and cruise ships and whatnot. I used to live in a very, very beautiful city when I was a kid. And one of the benefits of living there was the ability to actually go and see all these things constantly. So I always enjoyed going to, the harbor areas and watch, and I've always liked ships. So, now I'm totally like a YouTuber that's playing around in the game that has a whole bunch of ships, which is awesome. I think we need to put down a couple of these lampposts, and I personally like to put them kind of along the edges over here. So put another one over here. We won't get rid of that. Okay, maybe put that here. And we'll put a couple of the trees and some more seating arrangements just dotted in the middle. So like that got a big chunk of them gone. That as well. Put another lamppost over here, and we'll put a tree over here. That's perfect. We'll put another tree over here and one over here. So we shouldn't see any crates or anything over on this side at least. That's pretty nice. We will have to do the exact same with here, but I'll try to utilize the kiosks a little bit better. So far, it's not really working now, is it? That got rid of a bunch. Let's see if we can spin this around. This was a fantastic idea. Thank you so much for it. Let's go ahead and put this right over here. This here, this here, this here. That's okay-ish. Maybe we face this one over here and over here. I don't want to spam these a lot, but they are like probably one of the best ones to use to get rid of a lot of the crates over on this island. And just, if you just don't like all these crates and whatnot, this is the best way of getting rid of them, to be honest. Oh, that got rid of a big chunk. Let's put one of the lampposts like right in the middle here. And we can put some of the trees around. The trees will also get rid of a decent amount of them if we can position them right. So, I have to be honest with you. There are a lot of games that I do enjoy in my downtime. Okay, quite a bit, actually. One I recently got back into, which I never thought I was going to again, was the Total War franchise. I watched a lot of Legend of Total War's videos. I have for years. I've been a really, really big fan of his for a long time. And I've just been, I don't know. I randomly, I guess YouTube's algorithm was working phenomenally with making this whole thing possible. I came across one of his videos for the Chaos Dwarves, and I was like, dang, they look really fun to play. Like, actually fun to play. So, what did I do? I re-downloaded the game, and I started playing as the Chaos Dwarves. And it is definitely a lot of fun. Essentially, the campaign mechanics are, you can't spam, for those of you who know about Total War stuff, you can't spam the units of the Chaos Dwarves themselves. You actually have to use armaments in order to actually build their units. So Chaos Dwarves themselves are actually quite few and far between, and you have a lot of hobgoblins that you can put into your armies to supplement them early on. And I just think that's really cool to be utilizing a race of dwarves using other factions for their military to start off with. Naturally, because they are a chaos faction, I'm saying this like, tactfully,
securing their
they are not nice. They are, in fact, very, very mean. And definitely they are not procuring these hobgoblins or their additional labor forces by ethical means. They are part of chaos. What can you do? Nope, I didn't want that. Well, it's in a bad spot. Oh, come on. Don't put a crate. All right, that's fine. We'll deal with the front end over here in a little bit. I really want to actually start building the trails and whatnot. One cool idea I have, so because the island is shaped in the way that it is, I really want to try and build a boardwalk walking all around.
A renowned personage has arrived.
Walking all around it, and yeah, I just think it'll be a cool scenic view. So we'll have some observation points. We can actually put those down on areas that we want to try to at least link up. Right around here. I think this is actually gonna be a good spot. Yeah, that's really nice. Put one over here, one over here, one over here. I think we can have another one facing out this direction, and then one right here. Actually, a good spot for it. Ooh, nice spot back here for sure. And then maybe one more back over here. Perfect. In the front, the cool thing is that we actually have a trail of sorts, but we want to try to put a couple signs down. So we'll put a signpost right over here, put another one here, and maybe another one like right here. We only have 2 to really play with, so I guess like putting the signposts like that's actually kind of cool. And we have the hiking trail. So the hiking trail is going to be the main one going through the center part of the actual island. But we're going to change it up a little bit. From back here, we'll have a pathway going straight. And from this side, this is where we're actually going to begin the boardwalk. There is a way to change this, I think, unless there's a junction. I don't see a junction. Hold on. We might be able to change this. I think there was one, but there it is. All right, so there's the walkway going up, and now we are going to just essentially hug the exterior. Oh, nice. We can definitely have some of these towers as well. Bring this over to here. Over to here. A little bit further down. This is a very dangerous spot, actually. I'm not going to go that close. Have it go to, like, right here. And we're going to fix up this boardwalk for sure. So it definitely looks a lot nicer than what it is. Add a little bit more vibrancy to it. It just takes time. Beautification takes time. Time, energy, patience, all that good stuff. But the payoff is always gorgeous, in my opinion. And we'll try to make these observation points unique as much as we possibly can. And I've still kept to the day-night cycle. There, and just go here and copy this. That way we can get the national park pack itself out of our face for a hot minute. Go over to here. Let's try something like this. A little curvature. And do something similar, but we'll go further up for this one. Maybe a little bit too much, I guess. Get rid of one tile. Bring. Ooh, you know what? We'll change it up a little bit. Let's do something like this. We'll snake it. Yeah. Maybe if I drag. Oh no, I don't want that to happen. Let's. Yeah, I think over to here. That's totally sturdy, right? Go right up against the shoreline like that, or the rocky hill. It'll definitely look very cool once we have all the towers set up and whatnot, for sure. Gonna be one of the most luxurious parks in the entire Imperium. And we'll bring this down. Bring it in a little bit, and set this one to go, like, right here. And over, like, right here. Do a little curvature there. And then, because this is kind of straight edge, let's see what we can do. Bring it further in just a little bit. We can also have a lookout point over here. So we'll do something like this. Awesome. So we have the boardwalk set up across the entire island so far. And what we want to essentially do is, I really, where the heck is it? The Eagle's Nest Cafe is really cool to me for some reason. Even though it has absolutely no benefits, I definitely want to see where we can put this that's going to be the nicest spot. And I definitely believe that in the middle is probably going to be the nicest location. But like every beautification episode that we've ever done, we want to make sure that it's in the nicest spot and not necessarily the first thing to build. We build stuff based off of what we're actually working on. How is this going to work? Is it going to look nice? Etc, etc. Where is that rounded piece? Okay, so a rounded piece is only one directional. That sucks. But we can definitely put some of these towers now. I'm not going to put them everywhere, but what we need to do, like for example here, we need to extend it
Your
outward.
city has grown more beautiful.
Oh god, there's another fire. Oh, at least it wasn't an explosion. At least it was another explosion. Losing my damn mind over that freaking island. Yet another tower over here. This one needs to be a ramp going down. And we need to spin it around, so it makes sense. I think if we go this direction, so it's number 9 on the list. Okay. Yeah. We'll set this one to go down as well. Let's have a tower in the middle here. Awesome. I thought there was a... Okay, so that's not going to work. There we go. I think this will work, though. Yep, that's a lot better. Set this one to be a tower. Very nice. Over here, we're going to need a little spot for them to get off into this little lookout point. That's pretty cool. Make this one into a tower. Unfortunately, I can't come and like copy the towers, but what we're doing is pretty sweet already. I think I went the wrong direction. The entirely wrong direction. That worked perfectly, and we're going to keep it that way. This one did not want to cooperate at all. So what are these other ones? I forgot. You have the bridges. Okay, so those are just for our generic walkways. All right, so these bridges could definitely come in handy. That's for sure. And you know, it's funny because in one of the previous episodes, I was like, what in the heck can I actually utilize this pack for? I did have a small park on Terra Dange. It's still there. I haven't gotten rid of it. I'm just like, what the hell else do I do with this thing? Let's start from here, and then we'll bring it down like that. See, it was just meant to be. It was meant to be. I'm literally going the wrong direction with these. It's hilarious. Only imagine you outside over looking at the keyboard being like, bro, you're already at 6. Why are you going the wrong direction? I don't know. Evil. Very nice. It kind of... right now, it kind of looks like a prison. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. Not a big deal. So let me know how you guys are doing today. I always appreciate it when you let me know how your day is going. If you guys haven't responded back quite yet with regards to your holiday, I'm definitely very, very interested to know what you guys did for your holidays. If you're obviously comfortable talking about it, that's always important as well. I think that is the last one, so we can just go ahead and probably...
This city is a magnet for genius.
Yep, it is. Thank you. And one more tower here just for good measure. Looking pretty solid. I like that.
Bit of a coup securing their
Thank you. Now, this side of the boardwalk, it's intriguing because we can try to put down like Temperate Grove in the front here. I think that would work. Let me just change it out to the darker shade for now. Just gonna see what it will look like if we were to do this right in the front. This isn't me being lazy either. I mean, we're literally building a national park here. Along these sides, though, I might just space it out a little bit. Yeah, just to get some variety of trees going. If they're blocking anything, I'll later on go ahead and change that, of course. That adds a little bit more, like, realism to this, so I can just like put a whole bunch in there. It's not gonna be a bit bigger deal. Actually works because we can't build anything on here. Oh, definitely one final look. Absolutely. I don't need the money. I need this one.
Of course, you know what's best.
Absolutely. Put that in there. Put that in there.
You gained an influence bonus.
Thank you. Okay. Looking very, very nice. Now, let's work on the trail. Where do we want to go and what do we want to make? So we'll start off over here. Yeah. That can just tell you where my freaking mind's at right now. Let's start off and going in this direction. And I think we can probably make some sort of lake or something over here. We can really expand upon all of these. Maybe we build the trails first. So we'll have this trail go like right through here. We'll have like breaks in the middle. Actually, that's a really cool idea. Have them kind of be like this, right? And I think this is actually not a bad spot to put the cafe itself. Right smack dab in the middle. Yeah. So that's like the tallest building on the island, pretty much. And forest lake or grassy lake? I'm digging the forest lake. Let's see what this looks like. If I can just go ahead and make one like right here. I think the forest lake is going to do it for us, Chief. I really do. It's already very tranquil. Do we want to just build it all in the middle here? Not necessarily. We can't... Oh, here we go. Here's what we can do. Let's get rid of this little section, right? Because we can put these bridges down and probably build the water going underneath it, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I might actually want the other one instead. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna fix up this road then. Wooden bridge, like right over here. And then we'll have the hiking trail be brought back, except we're gonna start it off from here.
In the presence of a virtuo?
Yeah, a sales clerk is definitely a virtuoso right now for us. Absolutely. Let's go... Okay, so this is an additional trail. I want to put a longer bridge facing this direction, because I ultimately want all of the trails to reach the centerpiece, being the cafe. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm missing a golden opportunity here. Golden opportunity. Watch. Hold the phone. Come on. I need to delete one more. Okay. I think you all know where I'm going with this. There's the second one. Very cool. Let's see about actually expanding on this right now. So we'll have all of this be a big lake in the middle. If it actually wants to cooperate with me. Can I just, like, take this and try to work with it? Yeah, I can. Because the cool thing about this is, you can build the water underneath the bridges. And this means that I can essentially put this cafe on a little island in and of itself, right in the smack dab in the middle. That's nice. That is very nice. Awesome. So we have this big lake in the middle. I'll probably get rid of little sections like maybe this and probably put like one of the oaks or something. Is that... Do I have to get rid of like 4? Yeah. So we have like one of the oaks in the very middle. That's really cool. Awesome. So we have sections like these. Oh, we have a bridge here? Okay, I can't really do that here then. extend the water up to like maybe there-ish, and then we'll have like a loose stream just kind of become a little bit smaller over to here. I see the point. So from here to there, okay. We'll get rid of these so we can extend the waterway just a little bit. I'll just link it around here. Apparently construction area is blocked. Where? Oh, is that one of the trails? Did I not get rid of it? No, I didn't. Oops. Love it when that happens. All right, that works. That's really cool. So we have water coming through this side. Apparently they're fishing. So you fix this out just a little bit. This is just me being a obsessive perfectionist. You play at U4, you know what I'm talking about. All right, really awesome. So what I was saying is we have pockets like this over
How
here.
thrilling! A renowned personage has arrived.
I swear to God, I'm just, you know what? I love you all so much. That is why they're on, okay? And Devin, poor thing, I'm so sorry you can't turn them off when you're playing. I really feel for you. We have an eroded rock. There's a majestic rock over here. Or do we want to go with like some ruined towers? I think the ruined tower might be more culturally appropriate for who we are, right? We can also probably have a majestic rock here anyway, so we'll put both. And I think trail brunch site, no. What's this one? Hiker's hut. There we go. That's the one I was looking for. Awesome. So we have the hiker's hut over here. I'm going to change the color of that one. I wish I couldn't change this one. I can. This one I can as well. Okay, awesome. Love to see it. And because we have this, we also have a feeding station. I don't think we need that quite yet, but we can put a trail sign over here because you're going to need to know which trail to take if you want to go where, right? And I think we expand upon this lake at some point because while it is looking very, very, very pretty, I definitely always liked... Have you ever been to the Butchart Gardens? It doesn't really look like this, but the idea is coming to me of utilizing bits and pieces of that beautiful location for this spot. Let me actually try and get the bridges set up first, though. So we'll need to get rid of that and build one over here. I'll also like to build one over on this side. I think this is probably going to be the best place to put it. So we'll get rid of like one piece over here. Oh, we'll have to get rid of one little piece over here. I don't think I put it in the right spot. I think you're like right here. There we go. That's perfect. You know what? I'm not even upset that that happened. That just makes it look even more unique. And we'll extend the trails into the back end. So we'll have a section over here. And we'll even have it, like, hug the lake itself. So we'll have it connect to here. Getting a little bit dark now. Spoopy scary. Have this one go to here. And then we'll connect right here. So what is this feeding?
represents an extraordinary.
Where was the feeding station? Oh, it's right here. Thing's large. Secluded in the woods, the soft ground corn allows park rangers to survey and count wild animals. Okay, well, that's kind of cool. You'll like that. You'll like to see it. Have a oak tree over here, and then we'll have a big section over here when it actually turns light time again. You know what? I'm just going to set it to this so we can see exactly what we're doing for the long term. Actually get this fixed up right now. Cool. Bring this over to here. That unironically kind of works. Maybe if we change it up a little bit over here too, might be able to see some interesting So, like, we have a little island over here. I want to try and put something on it. There we go. I'm gonna put a willow tree right next to it. Very pretty. This area is a little empty, so I would definitely like to try and extend the hiking trail in this direction. And we'll have 2 branching paths. We'll go one through here. One to, like, over here, maybe. And the other one heading in this direction. We'll have a little stopping point right there. This is going to be the main one you take in order to reach the centerpiece, I suppose.
This city
Little
is a
set
magnet for
there.
genius.
Yeah, I guess. By the way, Arhad actually did make it to the capital. He's fine. I'll show you him in a little minute. Let's bring this over to here. And I think, as far as the trails are concerned, we're pretty much done with them. I don't want it to be too much. It's actually pretty solid. And now we'll go ahead and probably put a lot of these other ornaments. So we have, you know what? Over here, it might be cool to have some tents and a big campsite. So we'll change it up a little bit here. I think that is already on the darker shade to begin with. Is it? No, it's not. Of course it wouldn't be. Why would it be? Have some individual tents around. Big roaring campfire in the middle. Trail brunch, I'll probably put that on the other side. I'd like to probably put another lake of some sort over here, because that is very pretty. That whole lake in that side, it's very, very nice. Is that too close? No, it's not. Buzz. You guys hear that? A little buzz in your ear? I don't know. Whenever, like, a bee is close, I'm not allergic to bees, but if I see one that gets close to me, I kind of have a tendency to freak out. I'm like, oh my god, no, it's going to bite me. Ash tree's not big enough. Gnarly oak, put that in the middle. We'll probably put Temperate Grove in the middle there, if I'm being honest with you. It's kind of meh. Wanderer's Rest, probably in the middle here. Even change it out. There we go. Another hiker's trail, or the hiker's hut rather. Put it this direction because this is the way that they're coming from. We can also just extend this maybe, but I do quite like this campfire. What other buildings do we have? What can we use? We can put another ruined tower over here. So like this once was a fortress and now it's actually completely ruined and it's turned into a park. Definitely an idea we can utilize. Let's talk about maybe putting some of these ash trees down. I think we can definitely put them at different locations. Make it a little bit more scenic, utilizing the pack. This is also a big empty spot. Trying to see where these would fit the best. So far, it's looking like against the trails will probably be the nicest spot for them. There we go. What's the island attractiveness here? It's not too high. I mean, it's just ornaments. That's it. It's not really doing anything else. We have another cool spot. Where's the picnic stuff? So this is the brunch spot, right? Maybe in the middle here. Actually doesn't seem like a bad spot. We'll put it actually over on this side. So we'll put the brunch side, one brunch side over here, another one over here. Change the colors of the grass out. Then we'll have some picnic benches. Are they benches or picnics? They're just picnics. Okay, at least we're seeing some NPCs around here. I really like that. And another ruined tower probably over here would be kind of cool. So we'll have to extend the trailer. We don't, well, yeah, I guess we're gonna have to. There's that little bit in the front. Did you guys connect? No, you did. Okay. That kind of works. It's hard to see because there's just so many things in this pack. Trail sign. Probably over here. Another hiker's hut. That'll definitely be kind of cool. Which one's this one? Oh yeah, the feeding station. I definitely want to put these down. I don't want the wildlife to be impacted by what we're doing here. I mean, it already is. We don't we don't see a lot of them. Sorry. You know, I do really like this trail, and I do want to connect it to this one, so bridge and connection. Yeah, we're gonna extend this big lake. I really like this lake. Ooh. Okay, that turned out to be a really nice little spot in the middle. We're not changing that. We're keeping it as is. You'll love it when a plant comes together. That just turned out beautifully. So what we can do in the middle here, the very middle, is let's see about putting a ruined tower right here. That is really cool. You know what it's reminding me of? Amon Sul. You guys are Lord of the Rings fans. It's literally reminding me of, like, we're converting the watchtower of Amon Sul into an entire park. Such a sad story. Honestly, when it comes to Lord of the Rings, I have always been fascinated with the Kingdom of Arnor. High Kingdom of Arnor, excuse me. I always have been. And the fact that it's splintered into the 3 different realms. It's very, very intriguing to me. I don't know why. Like, even when I was playing Third Age Total War a lot, I always loved playing as the Northern Dunedain. I think that's just a fan favorite, playing the Northern Dunedain. Because then you obviously have Aragon and his, what was his company's name? I forgot. I really did. Grey Company. The Grey Company. I'm totally a Lord of the Rings fan, by the way. I remembered. I remember. Nice. And it's snowing a little bit. I love the weather qualities they put into the game from time to time. So over on this side, we can extend the water a little bit more over to, like, maybe here-ish. And just keep it as is. Maybe bring it just a little bit over on this side. And how would it look? Am I using everything? So there's some majestic rocks. I've only put one down. I'm gonna put, like, maybe 3 over here, and then another ruined tower right over here. And we'll extend the hiking trail to go through it. Like so. And loop it back around. There we go. That's a nice little tourist trap right over there too. This centerpiece, I don't know. What's this one? The Wanderer's Rest. We can have another campsite over here, I guess. But we'll have to actually put pathway to it. Let me go back up here and collect one of these. So I can put it back over here. Have some picnic ones over here as well. I should have changed out their colors too. Whoops. No big deal. Fix that. And then we'll have the campfire again. We can probably put that one right in the middle too. It's only just one building, so I don't mind changing that out. And let's put in some of the grass. Yeah. I think the grass is definitely going to be good. Grass and some ash trees. I definitely feel that'll work. Put in the ash trees first, and then we'll put the grass around it. How about that?
I hereby sentence you to not very hard labor.
I hereby sentence you to never interrupt me again, otherwise you're going to be locked in the same prison that you take care of.
How did you manage to wriggle out of it?
By pressing the X. Thank you very much. Have a great day. It is coming together perfectly. So what we'll do is we're going to have a couple of little jabs of the temperate grove around here. And we're going to put the... Well, we'll have some additional buildings around here, I guess. Let's put one of these huts over here as well. And another one of the feeding stations, if I can fit it in here, provided I didn't build anything on it, which I did. Where was it? Right here? Yep. There we go. Another one of these. And then we'll put grass all through it, which is going to be really cool. I just need to find another spot where temperate grove actually... Nope, that is definitely not what I wanted. We already have one of those. I feel like I can extend the water a little bit further up in this direction. I'd like to do that, actually. We won't use the larger bridge. We'll just use this wooden one. I probably have to get rid of, like, one more of the hiking trail itself. There we go. That's perfect. And then the forest lake will run it through like this. If it wants to cooperate with me, it is. Okay, it kind of is. I don't know what's blocking it. Oh, is this blocking it? There we go. Actually take a bigger chunk. That way I can actually confirm what I'm doing. I'm gonna get rid of that section back there. Extend it all the way over to here. Nice. Okay. There are little bits and pieces that I definitely can get rid of or put these willow trees on. I kind of like the willow tree idea a bit more. I don't think I want to put another ruined tower over here. Or do I? I can definitely put one over here. That's for certain. I have one over there. I don't have one over here, so I can put one over here. And I think we should be golden to put a little bit more of the temperate growth down. What's this one? That's the brunch. Do we have a... We have the feeding station around here? It's over here. I can put another one down over here.
A renowned personage has arrived.
Literally have a apoplexy every time she pops up, like, actually. Oh, we might need a trail going to this one. Okay, that's a different story altogether. There is a trail over here, so we can extend it along this spot. We're gonna have to get rid of this ash tree. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Extend the trail through here and all the way to here. Nice. So we got up to this one. We can have a little rest station over here too. We can put another one over here as well. And a trail sign. Perfect. This side's looking mighty empty as well. Let's talk about doing something like this. 'Cause we already put some ornaments down, so we're just like putting the water textures around it. Really solid. I definitely want to make sure we have time to walk through it. There definitely can be a tower or two over on this side as well. I think 2 towers over here. Fun fact, did you guys know... Okay, for my Lord of the Rings fans, okay, I am a very big fan of going and watching lore videos, not only from, you know, Lord of the Rings itself, but also understanding how Tolkien himself wrote. You know, what was the methodology? What was the thought process behind creating the nations and the language to the extent that he did, right? The title of the two towers is not necessarily reflecting that of Isengard and Barad-dûr. That's kind of misleading. The actual reason for it being called the Two Towers was the union of Isengard and Minas Morgul. Because Barad-dûr's forces were not fully formed yet, it was Minas Morgul's under the Witch King of Angmar. So that's why in Return of the King, we see Minas Morgul going up against her sister, Minas Tirith, which previously was Minas Arnor, and previously for the former was Minas Ithil, which is my favorite in the entire Lord of the Rings universe. Actually, it's kind of a toss-up. It's between Minas Ithil and...
celebrate your leadership.
That's awesome. And Minas Ithil and Annuminas. Annuminas is a beautiful city. Absolutely beautiful city. The former capital of the High Kingdom of Arnor before it was actually abandoned in favor of Fornos Rhain. You like how I did the little roll with my R? Yeah, I know. I know. I have some skills. I have some skills. I know my shit. Use the language. So I have some eroded rocks right over here. I definitely feel like maybe we should have a larger spot for a feeding station. We'll have two right next to each other, like so. Are these temperate groves around here, or they're ash trees? Those are the ash trees. This side's looking a little empty, but I feel like if we put down a couple more of the ash trees in here, coupled with temperate grove, we'll definitely be fine. Beautiful. Go ahead and copy this, and we're going to dot some more in here, because the moment we put the grass in, then you're going to see where our open spots are, and we want to make sure we fill them all up. Let me actually, I completely forgot to just get rid of that. See, sometimes I just tunnel vision when I'm playing the game, and I forget that pop-ups like those even exist. Okay, so I need some grass, and I'm going to use this one. And we're just going to put as much as we possibly can within the confines of the boardwalk. Or was this? Yeah, it is a boardwalk. See where we can actually, like, fit it all in. Very cool. Now it's becoming a little bit difficult. Where's the empty tile for me to actually start? I don't want to put them out there quite yet. But what we can do is we can start from here. And this should be a big chunk right over here. What I would like to do with the observation posts is actually put a little hiking trail to them. That way it makes sense. You know, that is that little walkway going forward. Oh, you can hear the birds chirping. That's so tranquil. So tranquil. I love parks. I really do. I love the outdoors. This really helps you calm yourself and really find your center. You know, a lot of gamers, they just go out randomly and be like, yo, touch grass or something after they've had a terrible comp match in your favorite game of Overwatch.
Your leadership.
The Enigma of Roma is just still baffling me. But, you know, honestly, you go out, you have some fun. Truthfully, like, you will not regret it. Take it from me. Why did this happen? Oh, don't tell me that. Oh, no. There are parts like that in this pack? Ew. Oh, now I'm going to have to go throughout the entire thing and fix it. Or I can do one other thing. This is going to be very, very dumb of me to do, but at the same time, I hate knowing that such a thing even exists. Get rid of all of the grass, just all of it. I'm not dealing with this curvature. Absolutely not. I'm going to go over here. This grass is not going to have the same problem. This grass is the base game. They didn't have the technology to make it. There we go. This is what I'm saying. Like, I'm definitely an obsessive perfectionist. If something doesn't look right to me...
In one of your factories.
Oh, that's definitely not a good place for an explosion. Yeah, absolutely not.
A fire broke out.
Okay, well, we have a conveniently placed fire station right over there. Can I actually rebuild this? No, because there's an incident in the vicinity. It's right there. It's right next to, well, not really, but it's kind of close. So we'll just wait for that fire to go out, I suppose. Fantastic. Love to see it. And now we're going to put more over here and essentially just fill in every single spot that I just got rid of. And what I was saying is, if it doesn't make sense to me, I'm not going to build it. Just
The fire has been vanquished.
wonderful. Have to go there and rebuild that power station after I put all the grass back down. Yeah, what I was saying is, like, you should definitely, you know, the old gaming terminology being go out and touch grass. I have a friend that likes to just say that a lot whenever he's playing comp, but I love him to death. He'll just be randomly typing and people will be saying GG and he just goes type grass, or touch grass, not type grass, touch grass while he types grass. Anyway, I just think it's funny. I think it's hilarious. But that whole thing, it's really come together. That's gorgeous. We'll put some grass over on the exterior as well, and we should see Storm's Park be all done. You know what? If I really wanted to go with the Game of Thrones, you know, if I really wanted to go with that, I would have named it Storm's End, but I definitely don't think that Storm's End is a entire national park. It is indeed a very powerful fortress. So that's still up and running, apparently. So I'm going to head back over here to Cape Trelawney. I need to actually fix this thing so we have electricity over here. We don't want to run out of electricity for our scholars. I know Alicia wouldn't want that to happen either. They have to study. So what we'll do now is we're going to get some of this and we're going to connect the spots where we put... Is that connected? The ramps going down to the observation points and call it a day. Beautiful. Wonderful. We'll connect it here as well. Go down to here. And we'll connect this over here. I think I put a Temperate Grove piece in a bad spot because the... Oh, is it connected? I don't think it is. No. Now it is. Okay. That works. Alrighty. And the last remaining piece. Put grass all along the exterior.
This city is a magnet for...
Why didn't I get this spot? Did I put it? Apparently I did not. There we go. And right over here. Oh, there's a little section of grass missing right in there. Good thing we saw it. And we definitely put it in. There's some spots missing over here too. So I'm just gonna go over the centerpiece and see if there's anything in here that's missing. And I don't believe so. I think our national park is complete. And I'll put it like this. That looks really cool. So we have many different walkways, the centerpiece being the cafe. And we have a bunch of observation points along the exterior that people can go to and just big chill. Really, they're looking at multiple different spots. That empty island over there, which definitely actually has some pretty decent deposits. It's actually quite fortuitous that this island had nothing on it. That is rare. I haven't seen an island like this before. And I'm glad that we were able to utilize it for this. I initially wanted to use this island as a big amusement park, but then... Let's check the amusement park out. How many of these can I actually do this with? This island is pretty substantially large for this pack, but the National Park pack, on the other hand, definitely works. And I think we used almost every single one of the ornaments from here. I don't think we missed any. The only one that we didn't actually use was the grassy lake, and I think just the forest lake makes more sense to my eyes, honestly. So I think what we should do is we should go to ground level real quick and do a little walk through the entrance and see if we can make it to the cafe. So we have these guys that are just checking out the lake. You know what? I haven't even seen this. Welcome to the Lake District. I've never zoomed in on this. And we literally just made a huge lake in the middle? Call me clairvoyant. Okay, we definitely don't have a town, a harbor, a city, or hills here. That's... I don't even know. So let's try to go through here. It's going to be a little bit difficult to walk around. I'm glad to see NPCs. That's for sure. Oh, I kind of want to use the bridges. Let's head through this spot. So I guess you can consider that to be a town. I kind of wish that they had some, like, I don't know, souvenir shops and whatnot. I guess we can put a couple in the front. Let's go over this bridge real quick. That's so cool. Nice. Yep, this was a fantastic idea. Thank you, Storm. And I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did making it, because you all know me. I love beautification work. I can do this all day. If Anno 1800, which is just all about beautifying islands like this, I wouldn't even build anything else. I would just
We're
work
in the
on...
presence of a virtuoso.
I know, yes, absolutely. It's Storm. Storm is a virtuoso, absolutely. And we will go through this spot, stuck for some reason, and we have this other bridge. Getting over, there is a bear. Why am I stuck? What the heck? Can I go around here? Well, I guess that's it, because this is the cafe. I can't go any further. But this is a fantastic island. I'm very, very happy that we made this. Big shout out to Storm. I don't know which button I hit to get to that part. Big shout out to Storm for the idea, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this just complete beautification episode with a lot of chaotic starts to it. I'm just... I love beautification. This is right up my alley. And I really like the little bits of Lord of the Rings lore that was randomly thrown into the mix with those ruined towers, even though I'm pretty sure it pays homage to a previous Anno game. I haven't played a lot of the older Anno games, which I'm more than likely going to do, because a lot of my audience really, really enjoys Anno content in general. So, and I definitely want to make sure that you guys are definitely watching stuff that you enjoy, not just necessarily all the time, all the things that I want to play, which I will be honest in saying there's some other games that I definitely want to try for the channel, but that will happen in due time, rest assured. So, till next time, my friends, thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please consider like, commenting, subscribing, hit that bell button, sharing with your friends, and I'll catch you on the next episode, my Rantians.